Hello there, my crypt dwellers, and welcome back to the anime review show here on the Otaku Crypt. This week I actually discovered kind of a little gem, and I'm actually very excited to talk about this show because right up front I enjoyed it, and I'm just going to be spending this review telling you why. This week I watched a show called Witchcraft Works. Now Witchcraft Work revolves around Takemiya, who is an ordinary high school boy, and Kagari, who is the most popular girl at the high school, whose very proximity to Takemiya causes him grief because of her legions of obsessive admirers, and they're always, bumping into him and causing him trouble. Now, this changes quite quickly when all of a sudden he is introduced to a world of magic and is actually attacked by a witch. And in the midst of this, he is saved by Kagari, who is revealed to be another witch and also declares herself his protector. Now, the reason Takemiya is entitled to such a protector is that there is something special about him magically that is not really discussed. It's spoken of very vaguely by everybody involved. And so, with this specialness about him, Takemiya is the target of what are called the Tower Witches, who are in contrast to the Workshop Witches. Now, the Workshop Witches supposedly work for the betterment of the common people and basically work so that magic isn't abused and they're allowed to live their normal lives, while the Tower Witches use magic for their own end. As I said, I'm into this show. I'm enjoying it very, very much for several reasons. The first of which being the use of magic is done in a very, very cool way. It is a very Western take on magic, to the point where all of the witches actually have long capes, pointed hats, and even good old broomsticks, and it was kind of weird and refreshing to see that again. Seeing magic in anime is, you're either seeing mishmash of cultures or, a purely Japanese take to it. It was really interesting to see this whole anime where all of the visualizations and representations of magic are done in more of the Western fashion, almost to the point where it makes me question why they set it in Japan with Japanese characters with Japanese names, but that's just being picky, really. And as I said, the magic is really cool. My favorite part of it being that when the witches are fighting each other, you see them go through visual change, almost like they're in a battle mode, and in the case of a couple of them, it's like almost magical girl transformation style. Kagari probably, has one of the coolest forms, being one of the main characters. She's a fire witch, so hers involves being cloaked in flame and taking on various forms involving that. Just from the cool look of things, the plot is great. It actually builds on itself each episode. It's rarely coming to a stop. Details are revealed slowly and add to the whole. And one of the things I found amazing, especially where I am into, around the 10 episode mark, is we don't really know who the bad guys and good guys are. It's actually all very ambiguous, which I wasn't expecting from this show because it kind of has a cutesy style to it. Like Takemiya pretty much being the only male character we see, and all of the girls either being very, mature or very cutesy. And yet they do this great job of keeping things ambiguous, and assumptions I had when I started watching it are completely gone, and I'm honestly just watching and along for the ride. And it's been a while since I've seen that from any anime series. So that's basically all I really want to tell or give away about this show, because I'm saying I want you guys to go watch this one. It is worth a watch. It is enjoyable, cool to watch, and it is funny to the point where I don't know whether I would classify this as an action show. It has tons of action, but so many of the elements are so comedic, and sometimes the way the episodes just randomly end on a funny note. It's hard to place this show. So again, go watch Witchcraft Works. Only with the exception of Kill La Kill, this show is so far my favorite of the season, and I think you guys need to watch it and enjoy it. So that is it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Click on the links down below for some more of our videos. I know they're a little dated now, however, I will be attending Toronto Comic Con in the weekend after next, and we'll be shooting tons of new stuff, lots of cosplayer interviews, convention coverage. It's gonna be a fun time, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.